Today, I'm going to show you the best and highest paying trade careers out there right now. These are careers that are somewhat unique, but all are near the top of the earnings charts, and several of them pay well into six figures. You can start most of these whether you're brand new to the trades or already have some experience and are looking for the next move. Now, before we get into the list, here's where I stand, and it comes from almost 20 years of counseling teens and adults through major life decisions. I'm a big believer that the trades are not a backup plan. For a lot of young people, they're the smarter plan. 4 years of tuition and the debt that goes along with it is one path. A paid apprenticeship, a short certification program, and a skill nobody can outsource or automate away, that's another path entirely. And for a lot of families, really it's the better one. Every job on this list shares two things in common. The barrier to get started is lower than most people think, and the ceiling, especially once you actually commit the time and become genuinely excellent at it, is higher than most people realize. And stick around for number one because it might be one of the coolest and honestly one of the scariest jobs I have ever heard of. Let's count them down, starting at number 10. Number 10 is a wind turbine technician. You're climbing hundreds of feet up a turbine tower to maintain and repair the equipment that generates power for entire communities. Entry is a 1 or 2 year certification program at a technical college, but no 4 year degree is required. Pay typically runs 58 to about $75,000, but here's the real story. This is the fastest growing trade in the entire country right now, with employment projected to grow 50% over the next decade. So get in early, and the ceiling really only goes up from here. Number 9 is a cell tower technician. If you like heights and you don't mind adrenaline, this one is for you. You're climbing cell towers to install and maintain the infrastructure that keeps every phone in America connected. Entry can take just a few weeks through a climbing and safety certification. Starting pay runs 50 to about $65,000, but crew leads and specialists are pulling in 80 to over $100,000 a year. So a low barrier to entry, a real ceiling, and a pretty interesting office view. Number 8 is an industrial painter and blaster, sometimes called a protective coating specialist. This is not painting a fence. This is preparing and coating bridges, offshore oil rigs, and even nuclear facilities against corrosion. You typically start on the job and stack certifications from there as you go. You want to go through the National Association of Corrosion Engineers, and the pay ranges pretty widely on this. Starting pay can start at 40,000 all the way up to 95,000 a year. But specialists, especially those working offshore or in nuclear environments, can clear 130,000 or more. Nobody talks about this trade, and that's exactly why the opportunity is still so wide open. Number 7 is a biomedical equipment technician. This is the person who keeps hospitals running, literally. You're maintaining and repairing MRI machines, ventilators, and other critical medical equipment. Entry is usually a 2 year degree or certification, not a 4 year commitment. Pay runs 75 to almost $100,000 a year on average, with top markets paying close to 200,000 a year. If you like the idea of working in healthcare without going through all the years of medical school, this is one of the best kept secrets in the field. Number 6 is an aircraft mechanic, also called an A&P mechanic. You're keeping planes safe and in the air. Entry takes about 18 months through an accredited A&P school, but pay runs 65 to up to 125,000 a year to begin with specialized mechanics clearing 135,000 or more. And here's the number that should get your attention. The industry currently has 1 to 2,000 job openings every single day nationwide. That's not a typo. That's a severe shortage. Number 5 on the list is a nuclear power plant operator. This one takes real commitment, longer training, and nuclear regulatory committee licensing. And it's not the fastest entry on the list, but I'm including it because the ceiling is enormous. Average pay runs 90 to $150,000 a year, and with overtime, operators can clear over $200,000 a year. So if you want a career with serious long-term earning power and Don't mind putting in the runway to get there. This is one of the strongest options in the entire trades world right now. Number four is a non destructive testing technician or an NDT tech. Now, this job sounds like something out of a sci fi movie, and honestly, it kind of is. You're using ultrasound, X ray, and other advanced methods to inspect pipelines, inspect aircraft parts, and pressure vessels for hidden flaws without ever having to actually cut them open. Entry is only a certification program, not a 4-year program. Pay runs about 55 all the way up to 130,000 a year, with advanced method specialists clearing over 180,000 a year. Now, almost nobody outside of this industry has heard of this job, and that's exactly why it belongs on this list. Number 3 is a high voltage lineman, sometimes working specifically in substations. These are the men and women who keep the power grid running and often climb poles and towers in every kind of weather. Entry is through a paid apprenticeship, meaning you're earning while you learn, and its starting pay is $70,000 to over $110,000 a year. And with storm recovery overtime, experienced linemen are clearing $145,000 to $175,000 a year. Now, this profession is physical, but it's well respected and it is essential work. It'll probably be a long time before it's replaced by a robot or an app. Number 2 on the list, an elevator and escalator mechanic. I'm convinced this is one of the single best kept secrets in the entire skilled trades world. You install and maintain elevators and escalators in every building around you, and almost nobody considers this career path. Entry is a paid apprenticeship again, so there's no college degree required. Average pay runs anywhere from 70 all the way up over $100,000 a year, with experienced mechanics clearing 130,000 or more. There's a low barrier to entry, strong union protection, and a ceiling most college graduates would envy. Now, we've come to number 1 on the list. Number 1 is a commercial diver, specifically the path towards becoming a saturation diver. Now, this is the coolest job on the entire list, hands down. You're working underwater on oil rigs, pipelines, bridges, and marine construction projects using specialized equipment most people will never even see in person. Entry is roughly only 4 months through a commercial dive school, faster than almost anything on this list. And pay for standard commercial divers runs from 65, 70,000 all the way up to $100,000. And saturation divers working offshore can clear over $200,000 a year. We have fast entry, a wild ceiling, and a job description that sounds like something out of an action movie. There they are. 10 skilled trade careers that most people never even consider, from climbing wind turbines to diving on offshore oil rigs. Every one of them shares the same pattern: low resistance to get started and a real ceiling once you commit to becoming excellent at your craft. If you're a parent of a teen or a 20 something who is convinced that a 4-year degree is their only path forward, I would encourage you to sit down and go through this list with them. Some of the best decisions your kid will ever make will not come from a college brochure. They'll come from a conversation like the one that you can have with them now. If you found this helpful, I have a free worksheet designed to help guide exactly this kind of conversation with your teen about their future, including questions on values, strengths, and the kind of life they actually want to live. Grab it using the link below. And if you've not already done it, get on the waiting list for Simply College. We have spent the past 5 years helping companies support their employees with these decisions. And starting September 1st, it opens to individual families for the first time ever, walking teens and parents through decisions exactly like this one: college, trades, or something else entirely. Subscribe to this channel for early access and a discount at launch. Both links are below. Subscribe for more and let me know in the comments which of these 10 jobs surprised you the most. I'll see you in the next one.